Apocalypse Now by Desutoria. Chapter 9. Hideki? Hideki, say something! Reality slowly started to set in. The first thing he saw was Harmony's face. She was older now, and appeared to be on the verge of tears. Was I asleep just now? Oh, thank God, Harmony said, relieved. No, you've been awake this whole time, but you wouldn't say anything, and you just stared into space, and I didn't know what had happened. The rest of her sentence was muffled by Hideki's jacket as she drew herself into him. Hideki, I'm so sorry. Still confused, Hideki began to draw in his surroundings. He saw Misty and her Starmie, and he saw Xerxes and what looked like Harmony's Espeon shadow all staring at him, somber looks on their faces. In the distance, he saw a lifeless, shellless golem sprawled out against a few broken and drenched trees. He finally pieced together what had happened. Rochelle. Guys, forgive me for bringing this up again, said Misty in a somber but serious tone, but another wave of Pokemon could come out of the cave any minute now. Does anyone have anything else capable of sealing the exit? I'm afraid I don't, said Xerxes. I have a few stronger Pokemon who might be able to throw a wall together of some sort, but nothing with a rock-type move. Harmony, does Rocky still know a rock move? Asked Hideki. Harmony was stunned at the short amount of time it took Hideki to go from a lifeless vegetable to a responsive group leader again. Yeah, he knows Rock Throw. Not quite as fast as Rock Slide, but it should get the job done. Harmony stopped herself again. But he's had contact with... Oh God. What's wrong? Asked Misty. When we were in Pallet Town, we had to fight off a horde of Rattata, Hideki explained. She used her Steelix to fight them off. He made contact with a few of them. I had him use strength the first time. He's probably... Harmony, you don't know that, said Hideki. Rochelle was only exposed for a few seconds too, she said without thinking. She immediately realized how insensitive this was to say, mere moments after Hideki had lost his old friend. Hideki, I understand. Hideki sighed deeply. I think she just got unlucky. Rocky is much bigger than Rochelle, meaning the germ or virus or whatever this is causing this had a much longer distance to travel in order for Rocky to breathe it in than the distance from the Raticate to Rochelle. You understand? Yeah. Besides, Harmony, he began gingerly, he knew he'd have to choose his words carefully here. If Rocky was exposed, he's already turned. Keeping him in his ball isn't going to save him, so it's better for you to find out now rather than when you really need him later. These words hit Harmony hard, but she understood the wisdom behind them. Promise me one thing, Hideki. Anything. Have Helena ready. If he's turned, I want it to be as fast as understood. Rocky, come on out. I need your help. The Steelix emerged from its Pokeball, and a knot formed in Harmony's stomach as she realized it wasn't doing anything, just like Rochelle. Then she remembered that she had yet to give it a command. Rocky, I need you to seal off this cave for us. Can you use Rock Throw to cover the entrance? The Steelix let out a roar and climbed the mountain. It dislodged a few boulders, rolling them down the slope and moving each in front of the cave. Harmony exhaled loudly, relieved that she didn't have to face the loss of one of her oldest friends. I wonder why Rocky didn't turn, Xerxes said with a puzzled look as though he was expecting the worst. Do you think it may have something to do with the steel typing? That may make it harder for the virus to get inside, Hideki theorized. But Steelix is still an organic creature. I highly doubt it's immune. It only took about 5 minutes for Rocky to completely cover the hole in the side of the mountain. Great job, Rocky. Thank you, Harmony said as she drew the Steelix back into its ball. And thank you, all of you, said Misty. You've just saved Cerulean City. You might have saved all of Eastern Kanto for that matter. What are you going to do now, Misty? Xerxes asked. The day is almost over. It's going to be dark soon. I have to protect my city, she said formally. I'm staying here. I'm going to wait a few days until everyone can move back and we can all live normally again. Hideki, Harmony, what do you guys think we should do? Harmony couldn't see the sun because of Mount Moon, but the color of the sky told her that Xerxes was right. The day was ending. "We need to find somewhere to stay the night," she said. "We'd better pick a secure location that we can use as a base, just in case we're wrong and this isn't contained." Hideki half smiled. "I've got an idea. Let's hurry and fly back to Celadon City. I want to check it out right now, just in case this doesn't work." "Hideki, what are you talking about?" asked a confused Xerxes. The three said their goodbyes to Misty and took off. Hideki and Harmony on Big Bird the Firo, Xerxes on Romelia the Crobat. "Hideki, can I ask you something?" Harmony said once they'd gotten up in the air. "Of course." "Why did you ask if you were asleep before?" It took Hideki a moment to realize what Harmony was referring to. "Oh, tell me something. Exactly how long was I unresponsive?" "Only about a minute or so, I think. It felt like forever, though." "That's really weird." "Why's that?" "I had a dream while all that happened." "A dream?" Harmony repeated. "Wait, Hideki, what's the last thing you remember before that?" Rochelle was charging towards me, and then I was lifted into the air. That's it." "Was it a happy dream?" "Huh?" The question had caught Hideki off guard. "I don't... Does it matter?" "Hideki, please, was it happy?" Hideki paused. "Yeah, it was a memory, actually. I relived a memory. A good one." "I think I know what happened there," Harmony said, smiling but in a somber way. "They say Espeon can tap into the emotions of their trainers. I definitely believe that. I know Shadow always seems to be there for me when I'm feeling sad. Well, I think when Shadow used Psychic on you, Hideki, he could feel your pain. I think he used his power to extract a happy memory for you to experience again, as an escape from what was really happening." "I see," Hideki said, pondering the idea. "Hey, why did you have Shadow use Psychic on me in the first place? Why not attack Rochelle instead?" "It was the first thing I could think of. In that moment, Hideki, my only thought was to make sure you didn't get killed. That's what popped in my mind." "That brain of yours never fails to amaze me," he said, turning around slightly to playfully rub the top of her head. "You probably saved my life, Harm. Thank you. I owe you one." "No, you don't," she said, blushing slightly. "You do the same for me." "I hope I would. I'm just not so sure I can think as fast as you did in a situation as that." "Hideki, you taught me how to think like that. I know you would. I wasn't kidding before. I have more faith in you than anyone else I know." He wanted to hug her, but their current position made that impossible, or at least very dangerous. Instead, he reached back and placed his hand over hers. Somehow, Harmony knew what this meant. She wrapped both arms around Hideki's stomach and leaned forward against his back. "I've got you, Hideki," she said quietly. "I've got you when you're weak, and you've got me when I'm weak. We'll always be strong together." Hideki commanded his Firo to land in front of the game corner in Celadon City. Xerxes had his Crobat follow. The town was now as empty as Cerulean had been. The game corner was closed and the door was locked. "Big Bird, use drill peck on the padlock." The Firo drove his sharp beak into the padlock on the door with a powerful thrust, both breaking and unlocking the device. "We're hiding out in the game corner? This is your idea?" Xerxes asked, surprised. "There are worse places, I guess." Hideki smirked as he walked toward a poster in the back of the room. "Am I the only one who knew about this?" Hideki lifted the poster off the wall, revealing a large red button. When Hideki pushed the button, the floor in the back corner of the room opened up to uncover an underground staircase. "This was Team Rocket's first hideout," Hideki explained. "I ran them all out here during my first challenge. I guess it's been unused ever since." "Son of a bitch," Xerxes marveled. "This is perfect."